The fast-growing population might affect food security in the country. Agriculture and Livestock Cabinet Secretary Mr. Willy Bett has said that according to projections, there will be 81 million Kenyans by 2015, which will shrink food production resources.
Out of the world's 6 billion population, 800 million people lack food. Here in Kenya, the country's population is currently at 44 million and projected to hit 81 million by 2050. This is an massive increase against the constant size of land and shrinking food production resources. This means there is going to be a lot of pressure on food production sources and resources, and an increase in relief operations whenever the country is faced with calamities such as drought, floods, and the likes. Hence the relevance of this year's theme for the work dubbed Food for All.
The Cabinet Secretary who was speaking during the launch of the annual hunger walk added that poor food storage, use of poor quality seeds, and climate change are among causes of hunger.
The rains have been very good, the yields have been very nice, and our food situation is very stable. And so we are only preparing for, as we normally talk of climate change, and it is real. With the climate change now, anything can happen. Climatic changes can take place, and so we want to be ready for any eventuality. And that is why we are mobilizing resources and mobilizing anything to ensure that in the worst case situation because of unforeseen circumstances, we should be able to protect our people in terms of the reserves and preparedness.
The government has promised to ensure that farmers access affordable farm inputs in order to lower production cost.
The Ministry of Agriculture has been on the forefront in safeguarding interests of Kenya's farmers through provision of subsidized seeds and fertilizers, free extension support, regular farmers trainings, expansion of irrigation skills, promotion of drought-tolerant crops, among others, despite budget constraints. In line with the vision to modernize Kenya's agricultural production system, the ministry continues to pursue use of modern technologies from our research institutions, as well as improving farmers' access to markets.
The walk, which will take place on 28th May this year, with an aim of raising 50 million, the money will be used to support poverty-stricken people in the country.
It is important to know that the funds raised this year will be used to fund initiatives that will facilitate and enhance knowledge for sustainable development through training, good governance and democracy, entrepreneurship, access to clean water and sanitation, environment management, and food security. I'm glad to know that these projects will target youth and youth in and out of schools and women by organizing them into groups, as has been the case in the past in some of the project areas.
Habiba Isaac, KTS News.